3 other grown men trying to bend his shit, tiring out his muscles.
Or
that
it needed to be done in the first place. Yeah.
Like I said, fucking show me his elbow bone like cracking through the skin, and I'll give you like, oh, that's awesome. But
yeah. Okay. Now, is everyone here familiar with an arm and an elbow? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
If somebody's going to bend that arm, kata has stances. You're in particular positions, so you're balanced. You have more function of the body. So first of all, we want a good stance. Do a good stance. That alone is going to make you strong. When someone bends your arm,
oh, this ought to be good.
if I just told you the positive and negative theory,
Is he talking about electricity?
yeah, like if I throw a battery at you, that's my positive and negative thing. Like
Positive and negative. Okay, let's see where this goes.
I would love to see him like put like a clamp on each hand from like a car battery and see how they react. See if they can hold the stance.
He starts generating power to power a fan.
Yeah, like he's doing
He's like,
the Rambo 2 electricity torture, like just hooking the car battery up.
Somebody's bending your arm, you're thinking positive, but the minute they start to bend it, your mind goes to negative on you.
Explain. What is the positive? I don't even know. Oh, hold on. Let's see.
If I told you to just constantly think positive, there is no negative, which you have to do in a self-defense situation. So only think positive.
What is positive?
Your arm will automatically, you'll try that when you pair off. Don't even do what I'm going to...
In terms of arms, what is positive?
He's a glass half elbow kind of guy.
Think positive thoughts when bending, as in like, I'm supposed to think like rainbows and like leprechauns and unicorns? What does that mean?
I don't know. Like I'm looking at my arm like a retard. That's why you see me looking down, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell he's trying to say.
Well, like any con man, they just muddy up stuff so that you'll ask questions. This is crazy. I don't even understand what he's trying to say.
There's a phrase like, that's a whole lot of words for not saying nothing.
Yeah.
This is what you could tweak, because he talked a lot without saying anything. Because
when you're bending your arm, think positive thoughts, and the other person will think negative. As in what? As in gloomy, bad, rainy day? What's negative? I don't get it.
If 2 arm wrestlers are thinking positively, do they like push back from each other like two magnets?
All right.
Because they're both positive. Food for thought.
Okay. So you understand what George Dillman is trying to say.
Yes, I speak the Dillman.
I do not.
That sounds like a brand of pickles. Dillman's Pickles.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, the word "dill" in there just
throws
it off.
Like if I saw his face on a jar of pickles, like I'm like, all right, yeah, he can do it. Like, oh, you know what he looks like? He looks like he makes a killer chili, not like he's a martial artist.
like he wins a chili competition.
Yes, like if I saw a truck and it said like Dillman's Chili or Dillman's BBQ with him like roasting a cartoon like pig on like a spit, I'm like, oh, this guy's winning every competition.
I could see it. Or Dillman's refried beans.
yes. And Dillman's baked beans, yeah. Or like,
yeah, I could see it.
Or the Dillman's hot sauce, like, different things like, and positive or negative are the heat indexes of the hot sauces.
It's him, and the logo is him in his karate outfit kicking. He's like,
he's bending a jalapeno.
Yes, kicking jalapeno.
Kicking jalapeno.
For them next. But your mind, by thinking positive constantly, will make you a stronger, harder arm right there. I've had people their mind goes,
what about my cock?
Yeah.
Tell me how positive thinking is going to help that.
I just thought about, he's like, come on, get positive. He's looking down. It's like,
Sunny days.
Yeah. It was like, I'm sorry, this is probably be like a movie reference heavy episode. I'm thinking in like Boogie Nights where he's looking down his dick. He's like, come on, you got to work. You got to come up, think positive.
Come on. Come on.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, but what does he mean positive? Like helping an old lady cross the street?
I don't like. I don't
know. Who knows?
Dan, yeah.
Let's see if maybe he clarifies.
I bet
he doesn't.
That's what I say. I doubt it, but we'll watch anyway.
Goes to negative, and they've taken the arm right back out by keeping the positive in the mind. And in a fight situation, just because the guy hit you once or twice, you can't lay down and think negative, because then he could kill you. So you either have to get out of there somehow, or you have to think positive the entire time you're in that fight situation.
So hold on, I want to just repeat what he just said. If someone has knocked you down, you either have to start thinking positively or run away in order to survive.
So going by his logic, if you're in a fight and you get punched in the jaw and you're knocked out, it's not because you got hit hard in the jaw or the temple. It's because you were thinking negatively.
Yep.
Like if you were like, oh shit, I think I left the iron on. Bam, you're knocked out. Like it was like
the only reason you lost the fight was because you let negative thinking and
Oh man, Charlie
sense.
Brown would have sucked in MMA.
Makes sense.
What the fuck is he on? Like,
so if you had the arm out, you are to be thinking. There's no way his arm can be bent. It's positive.
All right.
Positive.
Thank you for defining positive. All right, dick, pin inches.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I want you to take the same visual that we were doing, have the arm at a 3/4 because the muscle is stronger and in a natural position. That's why I teach people to punch with a 3/4 punch. The muscle is in the proper position. Your new cars today, all the things, the windshield washer, everything they're putting right there at the 3/4 because you can do it faster while driving than any other place in the car.
What does that have to do with anatomy? Like, yes, you could do it faster because it's at your fingertips. What the fuck does that have to do?
Okay,
did he just take credit for the invention of windshield wiper? The windshield wiper control.
Understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm actually understanding. Oh my god, I might become a believer. So he's saying, if you're driving a car, right, and you got the wheel, and if you're sitting regularly, your arm's partially bent, so you're not fully straight. So you have better control than that than if you were leaned back with your arms completely stretched out, holding the wheel. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I picked up from him. I'm not saying I agree, but I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay. I think, yeah. All right. I buy it. That is what I think that is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, because I think he's also saying like when you throw a jab, you don't do full extension,
right?
Like on a hook. Well, so he's trying to say that you get more power than if you're out all the way, which is true because it's true. It's a shorter distance, so that's less like, if I think of the right term, less kinetic energy going through.
Well, the issue is the further
I can't believe we're actually trying to figure this shit out. But anyway,
you're
welcome, members.
We're clarifying this for him because he's terrible at this.
Yes.
The further your hand gets away from your body, as a matter of physics, the less strength it has from where it started.
Right.
So that was the theory behind, I'm pretty sure it's a physical fact that, Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch had so much force behind it was because it was the shortest distance of movement from his body, because all of the movement that your body puts into it is from the initiation point, not necessarily at the contact point. And so when you're, lifting your fist to punch it, the hardest it's going to be is the shortest amount of distance it has to travel. No, not the shortest amount of distance, the shortest amount of distance with momentum.
Right.
So I think that's what he's saying.
Wouldn't that make dudes with micropeens better porn stars? Because it's less distance. I'm just going by his theory.
Yeah. I guess great. I should have gone into porn.
Like if you got one of those bent dicks, where you can fuck around the corner, you're not at full extension, you're at 3/4, you got a 3/4 cock. I guess. Sorry.
It's less powerful because the further it goes, so it's more powerful if it's close to your
yeah,
body.
It's more power.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yet I feel like we're making more sense than him.
Maybe he talks about it. You never know.
So that is the natural position of your arm where your muscle is functioning to your benefit. You are to sight out and pick a dot. A dot, a hairline, a dot on the wall, a particular dot on the wall.
Pew, 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 pew.
You are to think that this is not an arm. This is not an arm.
It's a laser gun.
This is a fire hose.
Wait,
there is
what?
water running out of that arm. You have a good imagination? There is water running out of that arm, pouring to the spot that you have picked.
I like that's the imagination. We're going to work on imagination exercise. Picture water.
What? So, like, if this is reality, though, wouldn't it be like flailing?
Yeah, I just it's even a good
like
point.
everywhere. Wow, what an asshole!
Yeah,
this guy's full of shit.
Yeah,
there is water flowing now. When you pair off to do this, if you stop the water, they can bend the arm. A key to
if you stop the water, they can bend the arm.
My grandma used to always say that.
That's written on a coffee mug that I have here in my house.
Old Nana Chainsaw. She had it on a bumper sticker.
Stop water, bend arm.
We will control all that you see and hear.
I want my planet back. I want my planet back. I want my planet back.
That's right, it sucks.